Hello, welcome back to Conspiracy Corner, where we talk about conspiracies. And if you are like, oh, I don't know if I believe this shit, you get the fuck out of here.
Because this ain't about that. This is all about...
It's really not.
It's not about open discussion. It's about limited discussion. And today we're going to talk about the alien species and different alien races that exist.
The Greys. The reptilians.
The reptilians, man. The reptilians are fucking wild.
I only know reptilians and greys and different kinds of greys.
Dude, someone sent me a PDF that had like the Bible of every alien that's ever visited Earth and like what time frame they visited Earth.
So what else is there besides reptilians?
Okay, I can't rember all of them because I actually didn't even make it through the PDF.
Because there's a humanoids too.
There's one that's like they're like the Amazonian type of one where they're all like they're perfect specimens. They're like beautiful fucking people, but they're giant. And so they're giant,
like Thor and tall motherfuckers and the Vikings.
And they're like just like golden, and
Like Kaminoans.
Yeah, and they're just beautiful. And then they left because Earth was getting fucked up by the reptilian aliens that came in. They're like, nah, fuck this shit. We're not even gonna fight this war. I
like how they're interconnected too.
The Viking gods or the Greek gods, like they were all based off of that race
too.
Here, I got a list of them.
Egyptian gods.
And then Aztecs because they no, mine are Aztecs. Which ones built the pyramids? I forget. I think both. They
Mayans?
but they both did. They also believe that they also were influenced by alien.
Yeah.
And that pharaohs were like hybrids.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why they had the halves.
And that's why Hercules is a half breed.
I think we got them all basically, because
So there's the humanoid ones that we're supposed to be descendants of. There's the reptilians that look like lizards.
the Nordics.
The Nordics. They're
Norse,
supposed to be the Viking gods.
Little green men, is that one where some people can see them and some people can't?
like thestrals.
I swear to, so in my family lineage, like one of the like fables or whatever, my grandpa could apparently see all the little green men, and he had like magic powers.
Did your grandpa smoke a lot of weed too?
I don't know.
You do a lot of DMT.
He smoked helium.
Helium.
But like, there's like stories of people being able to turn into animals and stuff like that. And with him, like he could see the little green men, and he could pass that power on to like his next of kin.
That's so cool. Did you get
I didn't get it.
Oh, you gave it.
I don't want to fucking see no green men. Hell no.
Hey, that magic stuff actually passed over because my brother can do the double jointing where he can jump rope with himself. But my grandma can do that. It's not magic, but it jumped generations. Because like my mom can't do it, but my grandma can. And
You can see little green men? I could do this.
yes, hey, he looks like a freaking alien when you see his shoulder
like
pop. But his shoulder pops when he does it, and then he pops back in.
So he's part alien.
So we got the
alien.
Greys, which are the ant-looking fools. They're either short or really tall.
They look like ants.
And they don't have ears. They have the big eyes. When you think alien, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reptilians, they look like lizard people.
And they can shapeshift.
Yeah, that's what I heard is that they're shape-shifting. Yeah. But you can tell like their eyes blink a different way or something. So that's where that sci-fi trope comes from. Like there's a sci-fi trope where reptilian can shape.
It's not a trope.
It's not a trope.
It's real, Antoine.
That's where all the Beyonce memes come from too.
Dude, have you ever been on YouTube and you look up like people are like, oh, I saw a shapeshifter on camera? It's like usually like the theory is they're people that are kind of prominent in our society. So newscasters, yeah, exactly. Like celebrities, certain celebrities and stuff, they position themselves so they have a lot of influence. And so like the newscasters, a lot of like YouTube videos will be like, I found a shapeshifter online, and it's always this like hillbilly fuck, but he's like recording it with his camera with his like iPhone, and he plays it back. He's like, oh, you see his eyes? You see his eyes blink? It didn't blink like a human. I never seen no human blink like
Staying on
that.
the screen.
You know what? You guys are fucking assholes because I believe in this shit. So fuck you guys.
So fuck you.
Wait, so I'm trying to go down the damn list of
sorry,
aliens.
yeah.
Okay, so we have the Greys,
Greys.
right? This is for the people that have never heard of this shit.
Oh yeah, sorry. We get excited.
The
Conspiracy
what?
corner.
The what?
The Greys.
The Greys. The Greys are the typical aliens
The ones
that you
with
see.
bulbous
Yeah,
eyes
big
and, like,
eyes. They look like
big
ants.
heads and small.
Yeah.
Supposedly they're the ones that help build the UFOs. They're supposedly they're the ones that help the humans build UFOs. They're trying to help
the Roswell crash. Yeah.
Okay,
That's a whole nother. We're fucking jumping around too much. Let's go down to the basics, okay?
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning. One, the Greys.
The Greys.
Okay,
How
what do
about
they
that?
look like? They look like ants, big eyes,
Yeah.
whatever. There's tall ones, there's short ones, right? Okay, now, and then we have the reptilians, who are the lizard people.
Shapeshifters.
Yeah, the shapeshifters. They look like snake humanoids, iguanas, right? And then we have the Nordics, which are the Viking gods, are after them, right?
They're extra tall, extra blonde, extra kind of Nazi-ish.
Very Aryan. Yeah.
Oh, so do they look humans? Like they look like?
Yeah. But they look like tall, beautiful humans.
Got it. Okay.
They're supposed to be like like white people are supposed to be descendants of them.
Gotcha,
Like genetically modified Thors.
Think He-Man or Haman.
Man.
In some cultures, it's Haman.
Hamas?
No, not Hamas. And I think that's basically it. And then there's little green men. Yeah, that's mostly.
Supposed to be with us.
No, there's like hundreds of species that have visited, but most of them stay the fuck away because there's like like in this PDF. This is all based off this shitty PDF. I don't even know where the PDF came from, but I thought it was interesting. I was like, even if this is science fiction and like not meant to be taken seriously, it was kind of fun to research. They had timelines and stuff.
You guys are so afraid of me in comments right now. You can't talk about this conspiracy without saying how silly it is. I think you guys are silly. Here's the thing.
Can I just finish my fucking thing about how there's 5 races of aliens fighting right now on Earth to protect Earth? Like they're trying to protect
What's the 5th one? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There's an Aqua one. But
like the Lost City, Atlantis. That's where they were at.
Yeah, they live down in the sea, and that's where you see like some footage has been caught where like a spaceship will like shoot out from the fucking ocean, like a UFO will like shoot out.
That's
from
the best place to hide if you want to hide.
And there's like the Navy has found like a really fast moving like
a vehicle or something like that?
Yeah, fast moving, like not submarines, but like there's something fast moving under the water, and then they disappear off the radar.
Right, and it's not like a blue whale or dolphin or something like that.
I don't know. I'm with Steve on this one because look. When you think about it, when people start talking about aliens, like where did it even come from in the first place? Somebody must have witnessed it in order for these stories to be passed down. Just saying, dude.
And they all look the same,
right?
They all have similar features.
We at least have some form of like an image of them.
I feel like there's more than 5 though.
It doesn't matter.
No, there's 5 protecting Earth right now.
Because what it's really about is about what they're here for and what their plan is, right?
What's their plan?
The reptilians.
Resources. Actually, I don't know.
The reptilians want to take over everything. They want to take over everything.
They're all battling with each other. It's the reptilians are warring with the Greys. The Greys are kind of protecting us, and that's why we haven't had a major
nuclear war.
Well, yeah, right. So they have reportedly they have gone to our missile silos and like fucked with our tech a couple of times. Like that's what a lot of government insiders have said throughout.
So like there would have been atomic war breakout between Russia and us, but then they stopped it.
That's why the Cold War was going on because they just kept fucking with our nukes.
That's what some people say.
There was this testing site where they all ended up being duds, 20 duds in a row, and there were reports that there were lights that went over the.
You humans, stop that! Stop that!
And then they were all duds.
Dude, there was after World War II or during World War II, there was a UFO that was spotted over Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And they call it the Battle of Los Angeles. And there's still ammunition that you can find like on beaches in certain places from that night where they were firing at something in the sky.
I heard there was a bunch of lights and they thought it was an attack by Japan or something, so they just started shooting like a motherfucker in there, and then it was just nothing.
They did nothing.
Los
And it
Angeles
disappeared.
had a battle. That's so cool. I didn't know we were a war site.
Yeah, the dude who played Two-Face, he was in it. Two-Face? I forget his name.
About
Aaron Eckhart. Aaron Eckhart. He saved
That
us.
was a shit movie. But it was a good idea for a movie.
Yeah, based in reality,
Dude,
apparently.
that's crazy. So I mean, you know, do you guys watch Ancient Aliens?
Sometimes.
I think that was the one. Is that the guy who on there? He's like, aliens, man. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, hell yeah, I have. Hell yeah.
So their theory is that they've been here.
Yeah, they've been here.
For like all these ancient structures and all that, it was built by them, and they genetically modified us.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's pictures in the Bible that look like UFOs, but they called them angels.
And there's Tic Tac shaped UFOs and different UFOs throughout like art and in the Renaissance era and all kinds of shit. Like it's not just like they were showing these things in the sky with people inside of them.
Almost all ancient cultures has a UFO story.
Something about
Do you
it.
think Jesus was an alien?
That's another theory.
He could have been.
Is there theories about that?
Water.
Yeah, he died and then came back. And then ascended into heaven.
Ascended into space.
I think he was the world's first superhero.
That's kind of true. No, actually, wait.
There's a bunch of superheroes.
Yeah, with like looking back to ancient Egypt and stuff, like going further and further back. Like you have a lot of people that are like just fucking like God, like Moses parting the Dead Sea and all that sort of stuff.
Speaking of Greek, the Greek gods.
Jesus did some bitchin' street magic too.
I bet, yeah.
Like, he could
He was the David Blaine of his time.
Like he could take your card and then he could have it tattooed on his arm. Yeah. That's one of his one of his many miracles.
Got a whole bunch of people drunk on his wine.
I heard he made a lot of fish out of nowhere too.
And a lot of bread too. Just
You said you have a reptilian story?
Yeah, so I got a fucking story about a friend that I knew from like fucking elementary school and stuff. So I hadn't seen this guy in fucking like 5 or 6 years, and I'm like washing my car outside my house. It's like it's starting to rain too, and so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take this in and everything like that. And all of a sudden he comes running down my hill, and I'm like, is that? I think it's that guy. And then he comes and he's like, yo, what's up, dude? How's it going? And I'm like, it's going all right. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. He's like, yeah, dude, I was just up there. Can I get a ride home? And I'm like, sure, yeah. Because he's like, I just live right over the hill. And so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I like start driving him back, and he's like, yeah, dude, man, things have been crazy recently, man. Like, I've been going on a lot of retreats to like figure out how to like, manage my chakra and stuff, and like a lot of
manage my chakra.
A lot of spirit orb throwing. It's been like real crazy, man. And like, yeah, I was abducted like 2 weeks ago, and it's been crazy ever since I got back. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Abducted 2 years ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks, even sooner.
Yeah, but he was just like, yeah, dude, it's real crazy because like about like the reptilians, right? I'm like, oh god, it's one of these. And I'm just sitting nervously in the car. I'm like, no, what are the reptilians, man? And he's like, yeah, dude. So there's like a giant underground, like all of Los Angeles is one big underground subterranean base for them, and they're just like controlling stuff all underneath it. And they're basically like every major like celebrity and stuff. I'm like, oh, you mean like the president? He's like, yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying, man. Like if you look at his eyes, like they blink sideways and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. And this just kept on going on for like, I swear to God, an hour. Like I got him in front of like the house that he was stopping.
And he just kept talking?
He just kept going, and I was like, is this where I die? is this the moment where I like?
What kind of drugs was he doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Truth drugs.
In all seriousness, I feel like he's off his meds right now, like because I know that he's like had some mental health issues and stuff. But like it was crazy hearing all of like the online conspiracy theories out of like someone's mouth in person, somebody that I know from like so far back and stuff.
What if homeless people really knew and we're the ones that don't?
Like, what if mental health just opens up this channel, like the crazy, and then like all this these other streams are coming at you?
That's like the detraction of it. Like you get this magic ability, but this is the detraction. You have to be.
Everybody thinks you're crazy because like that was like a stream was definitely like what he was saying. Like he just kept on saying all this stuff like we would talk about history and stuff like that. He was like, yeah, and then and you remember the Great Battle of like the 60s, right? Oh my God,
the Great Battle of the 60s.
We were none of us were born during that time.
Like, or he's just talking about all these like giant conflicts and stuff like that between like aliens and like ghosts and stuff like that.
I want to know which one was the Great Battle. I have to know these.
No, it was so dense that like I don't remember.
You weren't paying attention,
dude. I was fucking.
You prejudged that he was crazy instead of listening to some truth.
No, it was fucking nuts.
Whenever everyone's in an agreement and someone has something different, they're the crazy one.
Yeah.
So if everyone believed in aliens and everything, and then one person's like, I don't know about this, they'd be fucking crazy.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wouldn't shy away from the idea that
I love hearing it. Like that's my favorite fucking part is like hearing things and be like, that could happen. That could happen. Oh, that could happen. Have you heard of the Denver airport?
Oh yeah, that there's a secret military base or whatever underneath it.
I'm about to go to the airport in like 2 days.
They say military, but probably Illuminati, aka aliens, the reptilians. Okay. If you go to Denver,
Yeah, I'm going in 2 days.
when you go there, look at all the fucking decorations. There's a mural of like everyone on fire. Like there's like demonic gargoyles. It's fucking weird.
And there's Masonic fucking shit everywhere. Like the symbols of the Masons, of the Freemasons, is fucking everywhere.
And there's like places where even the employees can't go, and they go deep underground. And supposedly there's like a giant bunker that people could live underground for like years.
Well, it is the Mile High City, so I'm sure they could.
Who chooses the art? The interior decorator?
Yeah, like
Well,
what is?
the Illuminati believe that if you have symbols in public, if you have like all of your stuff in public, it gives it more power. Which is why when Beyonce is like this, people are like, look at they're doing the Illuminati.
Well, we need to do this because we need more subscribers for JK News.
This one is it this one? Do I put it over my?
We need symbolize. We need help.
But most importantly, this one.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's our real symbol.
Conspiracy
That'll protect
corner.
us.
I don't know. It's one of these.